Morning guys, this is Mike Denny with Appalachian Fieldcraft. Today we're going to be doing a little camp cooking. It's my little twist on an old recipe, wilted greens. If anybody's grandmother ever made that or whatever, it's good eating. And keto friendly if you're into that. So without any further ado, I'm going to move the camera and we'll get started on this. Alright guys, first we're going to start out with our bacon. And brought this little plastic cutting board with me today, and this is awesome. Like, it's sometimes you have some trouble finding a good flat surface in the woods where you can cut anything on, and you wouldn't want to use a rock because you damage your blade. But now I've got this nice little protective layer, so that makes things pretty handy. It's a lot easier to find a flat rock, it seems like, than it is a flat log. You know what I'm saying? So first we're going to pull this out, and I don't know if I'm going to use all this, but nothing wrong with having some bacon. Worst come to worst, we'll just throw it on a stick and cook it on the fire. Have a little extra. But we're going to be using this canteen cup today, so we'll see how much bacon we can fit in there. And just going to dice it up real good, get it into some smaller chunks. You want, just like in regular cooking, you want to keep everything relatively the same size. That way everything cooks evenly. Also going to show you once we get this in the pot, I'm going to show you another cool little trick to help it out and help you cook some perfect bacon there. And this can easily be made in a pot, saucepan, whatever. I'm just using this today because, well, I had a skillet, but I ended up leaving it in Illinois when I went to Kevin Johnson's fall gathering thing. I don't know, I set it up against a tree or something. But hopefully whoever found it is putting it to good use. So, that's a pretty good bit of bacon, about half a pound what we got going on here. And it's going to shrink up a little bit. You know what? I think I'm going to put a little bit more in there. Boy, this knife does make a good kitchen knife. Now, that's more like it, huh? So, now that I've got that in there, Mike Semesi, some of you guys might know him, some of you might not. He is an instructor at Campcraft. Dang, boy, I had that thing on there, didn't I? And he showed me this as far as cooking perfect bacon and perfect sausage. I'm going to put just enough water in there to kind of cover, almost cover this up. Maybe a little less. But what that does is, as it heats up, you kind of get that even cooking of the bacon. And as the bacon fat settles on the top of the water and it evaporates, it kind of coats the pan a little bit better to make sure it doesn't stick so bad. And then you get nice, evenly cooked bacon. I've only done this in a skillet before, so we're going to see how it works in the cup, but hopefully, yeah, it does just fine. And I'm going to get this on the fire and let it do its thing for a little bit, and I'll get y'all some shots of that as it goes. So be back in a minute, guys. All right, this is what we have. You can see that water starting to boil. Like I say, as that evaporates, that bacon fat should be coating the sides of the cup there and helping it not to stick. But we'll see how this works out. And if it sticks and burns, well, I'm gonna eat it anyways. So stay tuned, guys. All right, been sitting here for a little bit. Hindsight being 20/20, probably could have put about half the water in there, or maybe mashed the bacon down It is taking a little bit for it to boil off, but I still think it's going to turn out well, so, you know, just throwing that in there. Like I said, it's the first time I've done it in the canteen cup. Usually do it in a skillet, so I'll be back, guys. Alright guys, you can see that we're pretty much down to the grease. It's frying up good. So let it get a little bit browner and then we'll move on to the next step. Alright guys, fairly browned up. I know it's cooked fully. It's sat in that boiling water for quite a while before that evaporated off and I got to the grease. Alright, sorry about the shaky camera there. Alright, the next step is you're going to take an egg, crack her in there. Take a few handfuls of the spinach. Alright, a couple. So that's going to wilt down really good. Nope, sorry. That's going to wilt down really good. Need to hire me a cameraman, don't I? And pop the lid on this bad boy. And let it sit. Probably stoke it up a little bit, put some heat to it, and I'll show you what the finished product looks like here shortly. Alright guys, it's a moment of truth. That's what, here if you can see that. The lighting's not that great. And tilt the camera forward a little bit. I don't know. Well, it's gotten overcast, so the light's not that great, but it looks awesome here. Maybe I can pick the camera up for just a second. See that? Yeah. Yeah. Alright guys. Here's the finished product after it just got done. We'll mix that up a little bit. Got some egg in there, got some bacon in there. It's going to be difficult for me to do this with one hand, so let me stir it up and I'll get right back. Alright, there we go, after it's been stirred up. You got your egg, your bacon, your spinach, so let's sit down and try this thing out. Alright. It's hot out here today. You might be wondering why I'm cooking this and doing all this on such a warm day, especially here in East Tennessee where we got the humidity. But, you know, for you guys, man. And plus this is good stuff. So, first bite. Just everything in there. Some bacon in there. Some spinach in there. Some egg in there. Man, look at that. Man, whew. That's so good to make you want to slap your mama. Fun fact about that. My mother used to hate that saying. And we Googled it one time, and apparently it's a pat on the back. It's not like, you know, giving her one of those. So it's a good thing. It just sounds bad. So a little fun fact for you there. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you get out and check some of this out because it is delicious. So till next time, guys. We'll see you.